Hello and welcome for the first time ever. This is the show I've been bragging about on my Lauren Gaming update, Regame. And this isn't really the game I was planning to play as first, but I left you with so little clue about what the hell this game was back in the video, because this was the game that I put in the video. Well, it's Anno 1404. So thanks for watching and no, kidding, it's not over yet. So, Regame is a series about me playing games I've already played. It's a one-episode series, meaning that I'm gonna play the game for only one episode. And that's it. Next episode of Regame is gonna be a completely entirely new game, and so on and so forth. So what we're gonna do here is go on the heart of Anno 1404 Venice, which was a long time my favorite game of all times ever made, and I'm gonna explain you why. So we're gonna go to the heart of it, which is the continuous game. We can go to the scenarios, we can go to the campaign, but I believe we have to start up the standard Anno 1404. There are two separate starts, so you can either choose to go on straight Anno or just Venice. Or Venice. So yeah, but I have no idea why would you go on that Anno unless you want to go with a campaign or something. I don't see there is a campaign here, no. Ah, there isn't. Anyway, we're gonna go to continuous
Weigh
game.
anchor to set out on a new adventure.
I do realize that the voice of this game is slightly higher than mine, I believe, but the audio in general should be fine. Well, if it isn't, then I'm just gonna scream and shout, I guess. So we're gonna adjust the settings. It's set on an easy game, but we can adjust every frigging goddamn thing. Starting by winning conditions, start conditions, general, game world, diplomacy. It's goddamn nice. So, what we're gonna do is, Corsairs and players. Now, I don't know about you, but I like this game especially because you can build and just waste time thinking about what the hell you should be doing, how many farms you should be placing and all that. So we're gonna just keep it without players or Corsairs. Or winning conditions, for that matter. I think this is the easiest setting you can get, but, well, let's see. Yeah, current difficulty level is 200 points out of, I don't know how many. 10,000? I don't know. We're gonna go with huge map. I don't know why we wouldn't go with a huge map. Island size, it is a difficulty factor, because if you have too much of a small island, you won't be able to reach the later stages of the game on one single island, so you'll have to build like 5 cities. But I prefer to keep it on large. And no, that's not something I'd like to say as in do things the large way. Innuendos. And yeah, also one thing you'll notice about Venice is that on Venice, the expansion pack, the continuous game islands are much bigger. They're like twice the size of the largest island size on Anno 1404 normal version, so you want to go with large islands. It's there is no reason not to. It's not a difficulty setting change if you are not going to war. You can go into war in this game at any rate. Fertilities, few, medium, many. We'll go with medium. Island difficulty, what does this even do anyway? The islands in this game have adequate areas suitable for construction. Yeah, so basically how much crap is going on the island. Let's go with medium. Raw materials, how many? Well, many is okay. Neutral powers. These are basically what happens on an island. If you get gypsies, if you get a monastery, if you get an excavation site, and each of that can give you some bonuses if you connect to your town. And then random map. Basically this is just a seed for a map. You can type whatever you wish. Basically the game is composed by a total number of islands. They're preset, they're not randomly generated, so you're not getting an island with a lake in the middle that stretches all across the island and keeps you from building. No, they're preset, they're cleverly built by the developers, and that's what we like. So what we're gonna create as a map, I don't know, we're just gonna click a few times and that's it. Continuous game general. Okay, so refund of construction costs. So basically when you destroy a building, you can get either no refund, half refund, or full refund. Now, Now, every building costs some money, wood, tools and whatnot. I don't see why you wouldn't go with half or off. I just go with full. That's not a very big difficulty changer. Maybe when you're in combat, but if you know exactly what you do, you won't break too many things, and if you break them, it means you're just power playing. And quests. How many quests? Well, medium is okay, because if you go with frequent, you're just gonna bash your head on your desk, because they will just interrupting you every 5 seconds and you won't even have time to focus on your building. Now, these are the disasters. What we're gonna go with is fire and plague. These are the easier of the 6 disasters, because they're easily countered with fire stations and hospitals. Or as they would put it, I don't know what's the name. I'm more focused on how it works on Anno 2017, where you cannot disable them. At any rate, we're gonna keep tornado off, because this game has just a random factor for disaster. I think you cannot cause disaster. In Anno 2070 you can, by having a negative eco balance, but never mind that, that's not something we're gonna talk about now. Start situation. We can go a warehouse with full storage, full warehouse, flagship with escort, or flagship with armada. I'm usually going with flagship. I like to explore a bit in the beginning of the game. And yeah, honor is things that you gain by making quests, having justing tournaments. Off is okay. You don't have any honor when you start the game. Balance, you really don't need... Truth be told, if you lose 10,000 gold before you start gaining money, there's something wrong in your gameplay style, but for the purpose of this, we're gonna keep it on 30,000. You don't really need any more than that. You're gonna go to 300,000 in matters of hours. Start item? No. None. I don't want to be overpowered at the beginning, so it's off. Revealed map off. What's the purpose of exploring if you don't want to reveal map? Well, if you like to power game, then you can already have a revealed map and then set what island is gonna do what function, basically, and that's something. Sabotage, I don't know if sabotage can be enabled, can be enabled, but I don't know if it does anything if you don't have enemy players. Players in general. They aren't enemies, you can keep them at peace, you can keep them as an ally, you can keep them at war too. Oh well. City Council, what does this do? I have no idea. I believe this is something added in Venice. City Council seats and keys of this to the city cannot be bought. Yeah, so basically you can basically you can buy islands just by pressing on and buying stuff. I believe this is an addition to Venice, and similarly it's also done to the expansion of 2070. We're gonna keep it off because there are no players, no need to do that. And these are the winning conditions. We don't want any winning conditions. Why would we want to win the map? No, there is no reason to win. You play this game for like 180 hours on one continuous game and you do nothing. Let's start. Now I'm gonna warn you, these loading times are long, so I'm gonna cut it. And here we are, done. It lasted like 2 minutes for me. Not even a second for you, I bet. Ha! The joys of editing. Now the frame rate is gonna go a bit down now. If everything works as it should. Yeah. But it's gonna
Take
return...
this ship, claim new land, and establish a city more magnificent than anyone has ever seen before.
Sure, Lord Richard Northborough. I believe that's how you say his name. Say. Santa Maria. Now, I have a tendency to rename every single ship in the game. Similar to another Let's Player, sort of Let's Player. Yeah, Let's Player of the Anno series. Anno Suit Ninja. Oh my god, that guy is an awesome guy. And I'm gonna call him Tacitus. Like the Roman ambassador, I believe, or something similar it was. More specifically, I'm taking it from the Command & Conquer series. If you know about the Tacitus, you know about the Command & Conquer series, I guess. But never mind that. We're up to explore with our ship, our flagship, I think it's a trading caravel or something like that. Yes, it's a flagship because it's our first ship and therefore it doesn't cost anything in maintenance cost. Normal ship costs something in maintenance cost. And this is upkeep, basically how much money you gain or lose by from minute to minute, I believe, or something similar. Yeah, upkeep, income, whatever you want to call it. And the taxes increase it, building buildings that give you some sort of...
An island was sighted.
Thank you. That's actually an excellent island. It has cider, it has hemp, and it has grain, which is pretty much something we want for the beginning island, but is it big enough? Is it a Anno 1404 Venice island? I think it's not. It's kind of small. This is how islands used to be big. These were the biggest islands on 1404 without Venice, if I'm not mistaken. Also, one of the most important buttons of the game. Plus,
You have discovered a new
yes, it
island.
accelerates time quite a lot. Now, this is a neutral power I was talking about, place of pilgrimage, but we will talk about it later. Let's see how big is this island. Yeah, you can see that this island is already slightly bigger, and of course I believe that this one is one from Venice. By the
You have
looks of it.
discovered a building on an island.
One thing that I have to make you notice, is that these have only 2 fertilities and a question mark. Question marks are fertilities that you can establish on yourself by planting seeds on the island. I don't remember, I believe this is the first game where you had seeds. Anno 1701, I don't think it had seeds. This has cider and hemp, which are perfect for the first few. Yeah, we're gonna establish this island nice and easy. Got here. There we
You
go.
have a wider range of buildings available to you.
Yeah, Goldford. No. Doomed to fail. No one will come in this town. No one. What? What? Oh, why not? Why invalid? I want just to... Yeah, fail. There. Perfect. Right, so now we start off the island. It costs 10 income, so we are actually losing money right now, as you can notice. We have wood, we have tools, and we have fish. Fish is the basic food for the people. And they don't really need to drink to survive, they just need to eat fish. God knows how it works, but I guess it works that way best. Just remove a bit of trees so that I can see what I'm doing. It doesn't cost anything, it's not like in SimCity, I believe, where it costs. Now let's see, a house is 3 times 3 tiles. Is there a grid mode? Something like a grid? No, there isn't. I thought there was. That would be a new discovery for me. So what we're gonna do is place houses now. The houses need to be connected to a road, which is connected to the town center here. Marketplace, should I say, because the marketplace is the name. Silly me. So we're gonna place houses. First and foremost, we're gonna build the road. Now, you saw me open this little menu, it's with the right click. Simple as that. You get dirt road, small market building, peasant house, pipette mode, construction menu, and demolish mode, which are hotkeyed as V, B, and N. So you can have those. You can have your fingers on them. You can pipette mode anything, also the road and all that. But for the moment, let's place houses. Houses will generate peasants, and peasants will generate taxes, and we love taxes. No, we really don't. I don't believe there is anyone on Earth which loves taxes, but oh well. Details, I guess. So we want to make sure that all these houses are connected to the marketplace through a road. That's why I'm doing this. Secondly, we want also to make sure that they are gonna get food, so we're gonna put a fisherman's hut right over here. Fisherman's huts should be sufficient for about 500 peasants, so we're pretty much well placed here. You can see the number of peasants by clicking on the inhabitant overview. I wanted to say population overview, but nah, never mind that. We have 8 houses and 12 peasants right now.
I've named one of my children after you.
Aww, how cute. Lauren isn't really a great name though, you know, it's not my personal name, so you're kind of a moron. Pay taxes. So we just raised a bit of taxes, so they're not euphoric, they are just happy. It's kind of a difference, I guess. Now we're gonna place a lumberjack's hut. Why did I want to call woodsman hut? I don't know. I'm weird like that. and connect it with a road, which is connected to my warehouse. Warehouse sends in carts that through roads collect goods. And that's how the economy starts. And everything needs goods to run. It's the economy of the past, I guess. Wanted to say future, but it's past. What else do we have? We have the warehouse building, which is market building, sorry, which is similar to the warehouse building, but can be placed only inland. And you can make farm fields around it and do stuff, and it works nicely. What we can also check is on our island, doomed to fail. Click on the what you calling it, resources of the island to check what deposits we have. We have 7 stone deposits. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of stone deposits. We have it one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. I don't know anymore. Probably cycling around them. 3 coal deposits. One here, and one here. Now coal is very useful, but it comes very late in game. Before that you have charcoal. And 4 iron deposits, which is also good. Iron creates tools through charcoal and iron ore. Yeah. So basically that's okay. Now we're gonna place a few more houses because we're nice people. We want to place more houses and make our peasants happy, but we don't want to spend too much food. Alternatively, if we are spending too much food, we just take our flagship to Lord Northbrust's warehouse.
You can always be sure of a hospitable welcome here.
Of course. And here we can buy the food for 10 gold each. I mean, 10 gold for each 10 tons. I don't know about you, 10 tons of food is really a lot. I think this is more like a... I don't know if it's a metric ton, that's what I'm gonna try to say. 10 gold is not a lot of a price. You can see the tools cost a hecton more. It's 8.2 times more, so that's kind of a lot. We can also buy seeds here,
Your
but...
building opportunities have been expanded.
Thank you. Cider seeds we already have, so no problem to do that. So let's see what buildings we had now. We have the cider farm. Cider produces cider, obviously. Orchards produce cider, and the farm needs a certain number of fields, which you can place whatever way you want. So what we're gonna do now is place a warehouse. We're actually gaining money slightly now, because the peasants are coming in and they're raising the taxes, and I mean, they're raising the income from taxes. I shouldn't say that they raise taxes. The only way to raise taxes is to make them happier, and to make them happier is to give them certain needs. They need food, they need community, which is met by the marketplace, they need drinking, and they need faith. Faith is later on revealed to be gained with a church, or chapel, should I say. Church comes later on in the game. So we're gonna build a market building slightly off town. I reckon this might... let me see. We're gonna make it clever positioning. It's not a big island, there are bigger islands, I'll tell you that. So we're gonna place it at 7, 6, 7, 8, 14, 15 distances from this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I believe right now, yes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah, perfect. We're gonna make a long road. I think this is one of the better ways to do this, the cider farm and all that. Now what we're gonna place is a cider farm 4 blocks away from the road to the right. So
Nothing can stop your settlement from growing.
Excellent! Good thing it was doomed to fail. I'm gonna place it here. Now we're gonna place our...
You have a true knack for running your settlement.
Of course I have! I'm the best leader ever! Now you can automatically cultivate by pressing the cultivate button, and it will just place them randomly. It isn't a bad way to do these things if you're new to the game, but you can enhance your means of placing the farms by getting them into certain positions. So this is my way. Now what I'm gonna do is press N for the pipette node, and I don't have enough wood. Perfect. Ideal, because Tacitus by now should be here.
I regularly acquire goods.
Thanks. And we're gonna
I'd be
trade in the
delighted
wood
to
for...
trade with you.
Allow me to speak, please.
I'd be happy to help you.
Yes, he doesn't allow me to speak. So we're gonna take now... Okay, we have a bit of a frame rate drop right now. It should be back to normal in no time. Yes, there it is. So now we'll... No, it's not. It's a bit dwingly. My PC is a bit old. That's why I'm buying a new one to play on the next game later on. Alright, so probably now we have enough wood. So what we're gonna do is pipette this building and place it here. This will now allow me to place 4 more farms and have a nice structure. As you can see, a nice line here. And of course all this has to be connected with the market building. And here we have. Nice and easy. Now I don't know about you, but I think I completely missed my calculations. And by this I mean a lot, because this is 3, 6... No, wait. 6, 12? Plus 3? No, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a complete idiot, at least. So we need 6 more for 2 more of these farms. But I believe that 1 is enough for 500 peasants. Again, it's a following pattern in the game. It's not that much of a following pattern in Anno 2017, but in this game worked this way. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we place a road like this. So we will be able to place another 2 cider farms. Now we are overproducing cider, which means that we will be having more than needed for our peasantry, which is currently 96. So we will be now convincing peasants to come in. Now Tacitus, which I enabled as Control 1, should be coming anytime. Yes. He's gonna drop 40 tons of wood. Again, I don't think it's metric tons. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna place 6 houses here. And there we go, connection with the road, so no one will be sad. Basically, you get to live close to the market, but there is no road. Oh my god, I'm ruined! Yeah, that's how the game works. It makes little sense, but oh well. It doesn't work like that in 1701. You could place as many houses as you wanted without roads, but roads connected houses with firefighters, so basically they didn't burn down. So it was a clever idea not to just destroy things by building a block of 16 buildings by 4x4 grid. Now, we unlocked the chapel, which needs 15 golds to run. It's maintenance, I guess. We can build it about... Wait a second. If I placed it here, on this road, it wouldn't anger anyone, I feel. And it would be in the area of influence of all... No! Okay. We can place it, however, here. One distance? Nope. Like this. We can place it... It's not optimal, but then again, this is 5... We're gonna place it here. It's not optimal, as I said, but for the purpose of this show, it's gonna be okay. One thing you might notice as well is that I might suck at games like shooters, I might suck at games like Minecraft, I might suck at games like Half Minute Hero, but I tend to be good in 2 schools of games, and that's role-playing games and strategy games. Strategy games depends from strategy to strategy. Usually the Blizzard strategy games tend to bash you hard in the head as much as possible in the late levels, but it's doable. Certainly completed Warcraft 3 more than once. Now then, we have cider coming up, which means that the need for drink is now completely satisfied. They're moving in these houses. Not in these, they are filled up nice and easy, 8 per house. And now they have all the needs filled up. So what we can do now is drop their happiness meter to euphoria, so that will make them euphoric. And only, as you can read, only euphoric peasants can advance to the next civilization level. So yeah, this is not Peasant Simulator 2000, what was it, 9? This is a game where you get to evolve your people into other classes. So from peasants they become citizens, citizens become...
have moved into your city.
There we go. Citizens. Hello. citizens become... what was it? I don't know. Bearded fools. And bearded fools become noblemen. And noblemen
It
are...
appears that you take good care of your population.
And noblemen are such clowns. Now, we have a new level of civilization. Now, what I'm doing here is something that I would not do every time of the day, and that is allow their ascension rights. If you deny them, you can upgrade these houses as you want. If you do not deny these houses, it doesn't mean that you're not a dictator. It simply means that you're gonna run out of tools sooner or later, and that's not clever. Every single house requires 1 wood and 1 tool to advance to the next level. And we don't want to lose every tool because we can't make them yet. Well, that is, we couldn't make them yet, and we still can't actually until we have 240 citizens. Now, we unlocked a new few buildings, and that is hemp plantation and weaver's hut, which through hemp creates linen garments, which is a need for the citizens. We don't want citizens to go around naked, do we? Citizens also need spices, but spices are a bit harder to gain and a bit more complex to gain. What else do we have? We have Cobblestone Street, which requires actual stone to be had. And also enables you to pick goods, increases the speed of market carts, medic, carpenter, and firefighter. So basically medics and firefighters will move around town faster on such roads. Of course, we don't have the firefighter house quite yet, but we'll get it. Fire station. Perfect. We want, however, now to get some stone mason's hut built, right? So we're gonna click until we find something. Oh, there it is. This stone deposit here is very close to our area of influence. However, it's not very close to our market area of influence or warehouse area of influence. So we will have to build another market here. And then we're of course gonna build a stone mason's hut, which can be placed everywhere, but you want it to be green, the stone deposit. So you can build it here, you can build it not here, but you see the area of influence that it has. So we're just gonna stick it close and connect it nicely to our road. Because as I said, roads are the things that make you go around. I didn't say that, but now I said it. Now we're gonna have stone coming in, and that's good. And we can upgrade a few more houses, why not? Let's see. By pressing U key, you can just upgrade them. It's like, I want you to become a citizen! We're gonna increase their taxes, because why the heck not? We don't want to lose too much money. Normally you won't get a lot of money until you get to, I don't know, the next phase, which is, I still don't remember the name. Having one of those moments where I forget the most obvious things. I think we can find out. How did I find... Oh yeah, I can find out from here. Here they are. Patricians! Patricians. Lowly scumbags. That's what they are. Okay, for the moment this is gonna be enough. So what do we do if we don't want to upgrade more houses, upgrade more peasants into citizens? We just raise their taxes and everything's fine. Okay, so we have cider moving in, we have fish moving in, and everything is mighty fine looking. Our town is thriving, and doomed to fail is no more. So we're gonna change the name. Nope, because there isn't a lot of space left. We're gonna call it just Doomed. For the moment it's just Doomed. It's not to fail, but it's doomed to something. We don't know if it's bad or good. Could be good. Yeah. The optimist's answer, I guess. Now we can place more houses, but why should we? What we're gonna do now is make Tacitus go to Norbra's warehouse and buy a few tools because we're running low on them. Also, what we want to do is increase our citizen size to 240 so that we get access to Tools Maker's workshop. So we'll need more houses for the peasants. Peasants' houses only need wood, so it's not a problem building them. Certainly can be said the same for nomad houses, but we will talk about nomads another time. Probably will not talk about it because Regame is not bound to last forever. In fact, I should be pausing it in a couple of minutes, but, you know, already showing you the few basic things.
We couldn't be happier here in your town.
Okay, a few basic things which are, of course, making people happy, peasants happy, making them citizens magically by giving them 1 ton of wood and 1 ton of tools. Jesus Christ, they use hammers like crazy, I tell you that. And giving them fish, wood and cider, and they're all happy. Now, you can see that the lumberjack's hut here isn't really producing wood on 100% productivity. We can, however, cultivate a bit around the lumberjack's hut, sorry. And it's gonna cost a bit of money, but it's gonna increase their productivity to 100%. Basically, just planted a few trees. Why is that? Because there was a red area here, and that red area, together with the road, decreased the productivity of the lumberjack's hut. Same cannot be said for the fisherman's hut, which productivity can fall with only if the fish number here is full, and if the warehouse can't pick them up. So basically, you're not producing any more goods because you have an excess of them. Now here, this model here,
Welcome.
he's gonna
Feel
give me.
free to come and have a look around.
He's gonna give me 20
You've got
tons.
a good deal there.
He's gonna give me 20 tons of tools, which costs a lot. As you can see, I already spent.
Splendid. That's perfect.
Yeah, we already spent 150 gold just by doing nothing at all, basically, just by building this little scumbag town. Which is a lot of money, but as I said, if you take your time slow and easy, you can start even with 10,000 gold. It doesn't matter, you're gonna hit that money that you're gonna need. As you can see, I'm making 133 gold coins per, I don't know, minute? Or was it half a minute? I think it's half a minute, but I'm not sure. I think it was minute in Anno 1701, but it is half a minute for 1404 and 2070, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is how it is. And then we got the basics covered, and this is pretty much what I'm gonna cover in this regame. Usually regames will last longer, but this game takes an awful lot of space to record in widescreen resolution. I think 10 minutes is like 40 gigabytes, so this will be a mega 120 gigabytes file size. And I can't afford that. Before my hard disk burns, I'm gonna pause this. So thanks for watching, and join me in the next month with another game. Until then, be well. Bye!
This was the Loud on Gaming, so thanks for watching.